Good happy Saturday evening is Saturday, January 3rd, 2025. I'm Riley King and welcome to this Saturday evening edition of WRMK News 12. We have a lot of news to get to on this Saturday evening, so let's begin right now. First up, Maduro taken to New York following U.S. operation. Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro arrives in New York after he and his wife were apprehended during a U.S. strike in Venezuela. According to sources, Maduro is expected to be transported by helicopter to New York City under DEA escort. He will then travel by motorcade to a secure location in the city for processing, after which he will be held in jail. 2 killed, 1 seriously injured in a head-on crash in Rumney. 2 people were killed and 1 person was seriously injured following a head-on motor vehicle crash Friday afternoon on Route 25 in Rumney, authorities said. At approximately 1:30 p.m., Rumney fire officials were dispatched to the scene along with an ambulance from Plymouth. Upon arrival, responders found 2 vehicles in the roadway that appeared to have been involved in a head-on collision. Officials said the driver of 1 vehicle was transported to an area hospital with serious injuries. The driver and a passenger in the second vehicle were pronounced dead at the scene. Route 25 was closed for about 5 hours as crews conducted an investigation and cleared the roadway. The crash remains under investigation by the Rumney Police Department. Multiple agencies responded to the scene, including the Rumney Fire Department, Rumney Police Department, New Hampshire State Police, the New Hampshire Medical Examiner's Office, Plymouth Fire Rescue, Ambulance, and Plymouth Fire Command staff. 1 dead, dozens displaced after early morning apartment fire in Manchester. A fatal fire early Thursday morning forced the full evacuation of a Manchester apartment building, displacing dozens of residents and leaving families without homes at the start of the new year. The Manchester Fire Department responded shortly after 12:30 a.m. to a fire alarm activation at the Executive Manor Apartments on Union Street. Upon arrival, crews began evacuating tenants as heavy fire was observed, extending from the 3rd and 4th floors to the roof. Firefighters immediately initiated a search of the building's 34 units while working to bring the blaze under control. Officials said 32 of the units were occupied at the time of the fire. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner identified the victim as Thomas J. Casey, 70, of Manchester. His cause of death was ruled smoke inhalation, and the manner of death was determined to be accidental. 4 people remain hospitalized as of Thursday, while 3 others have been released, officials said. Investigators are working to determine the fire's cause and origin. Early findings suggest the fire began in a bedroom on the 3rd floor apartment. Authorities said the fire is considered accidental and not suspicious. In the immediate aftermath, the American Red Cross reported that at least 12 families sought shelter at the First Baptist Church of Manchester, located several blocks away on Union Street. Approximately 50 people are considered displaced. The lead pastor of the church said he arrived early Thursday morning after receiving numerous calls and text messages. The church had just hosted New Year's Eve services and a youth event when the fire broke out. I asked one of our longtime members who was here helping out, the lead pastor said. He told me he had never seen anything like this, especially on New Year's Day. Church members quickly mobilized to provide food and supplies using leftover refreshment from New Year's Eve and purchasing additional items from open businesses in the area. Among those displaced was Avery Poor, who had moved into the complex less than a month earlier with a partner and 2 roommates. Poor said the group was in bed after celebrating a birthday when the fire alarm sounded, followed by visible flames outside nearby units. There was just so much fire engulfed the windows and porches in crawling up the side of the building, Poor said. While the group was able to rescue one cat, another was left behind amid heavy smoke. Poor was speaking by phone with his mother in Exeter as firefighters rescued the group from a balcony. Her mother later raised concerns about what she described as a lack of safety features in the building, including sprinklers and fire extinguishers. WRMK News 12 had contacted the property owner for comment but has not yet received a response. Despite the loss, Poor said support from family and the community had provided some comfort. Poor is temporarily staying with family while searching for permanent housing. The Red Cross did return to the First Baptist Church on Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. to assist those affected. Anyone with information related to the fire is encouraged to contact the New Hampshire Fire Marshal's office at 603-223-4289 or fmo@ds.newhampshire.gov. The investigation remains ongoing. Meredith man dies in New Year's Eve house fire. An 81-year-old man was found dead following a house fire in Meredith on New Year's Eve, authorities said. The Office of Chief Medical Examiner identified the victim as Fred W. Tyrrell of Meredith. Officials determined Tyrrell died from smoke inhalation, and the death has been ruled accidental. At approximately 6:45 p.m. Tuesday, emergency crews responded to a welfare check on Old Center Harbor Road. Upon arrival, officials reported finding smoke inside the residence and an adult male unresponsive on the first floor of the home. Firefighters located a small fire in the basement, which was quickly extinguished. No firefighters were injured during the response. Assistance at the scene was provided by the Center Harbor Fire Department and Stewart's Ambulance Service. The New Hampshire State Fire Marshal's Office is investigating the cause and origin of the fire. Anyone with information that may assist the investigation is encouraged to contact the office at 603-223-4289 or by email at fmo@ds.newhampshire.gov. Officials said the investigation remains ongoing and no additional details were available as of Wednesday. And now let's go into your WRMK News 12 Sports Report. That's up next. Good evening, I'm Riley King, and welcome to your WRMK News 12 Sports Report. Let's begin right now. First up, Bruins face late test in Vancouver tonight. The Boston Bruins close out their night on the West Coast with a tough road matchup against the Vancouver Canucks tonight at 10 o'clock p.m. Currently sitting in 7th in the Atlantic Division, Boston enters the game looking to gain momentum and steady its position in a tightly packed playoff race. The Bruins will need a disciplined defensive effort and strong goaltending to counter Vancouver's speed and home ice energy. Vancouver, known for its aggressive force check and quick transition game, presents a challenging matchup, especially in a late start that tests Boston's depth and coordination. The Bruins' ability to control the pace early and stay out of the penalty box could be decisive factors. With variable points on the line, tonight's contest offers Boston a chance to make a statement on the road and build confidence as the season grind continues. Puck drop is set for 10 p.m. Eastern Time in Vancouver. Hopefully those Bruins can win. Let's go Boston Bruins. Hopefully you guys can win tonight. Boston Celtics versus LA Clippers. The Boston Celtics hit the road tonight looking to strengthen their position near the top of the East as they face the LA Clippers in a late West Coast matchup. Boston enters the 21-12 setting, third in Eastern Conference, in carrying the confidence of a team that has largely met expectations through the first third of the season. Their success has been built on balance, elite perimeter scoring, disciplined half-court defense, and an ability to close the game in crunch time. The Clippers, meanwhile, come in at a 12-21, searching for momentum and consistency. Playing at home gives Los Angeles an opportunity to disrupt a strong Celtics squad, especially with the late tip favoring with the West Coast crowd and energy. Game time is at 10:30 p.m. tonight. Hopefully, Celtics can win the game tonight. Let's go Celtics. We will be cheering you on as well. Patriots look to clinch division statement win against the Dolphins. The New England Patriots will host the Miami Dolphins on a Sunday evening in a pivotal AFC East matchup with kickoff set for 4:25 p.m. New England enters the contest riding momentum and sitting atop the AFC East with a 13-3 record. The Patriots have been one of the league's most consistent teams this season, combining a disciplined defense with a balanced offensive attack as they push towards the postseason. Miami, meanwhile, arrives in Foxborough at a 7-9, looking to play spoiler against their division rivals, while the Dolphins are out of playoff contention rivalry games between these longtime AFC East foe are really predictable, and Miami will aim to finish the season on a strong note. The Patriots will look to take advantage of home field conditions and control the tempo early, while Miami hopes to generate offense and limit mistakes against a New England team known for capitalizing on opportunities. With playoff positioning and divisional pride on the line, Sunday's matchup is expected to deliver a competitive finish as the Patriots seek to close the regular season with authority. And we will be cheering the Patriots on tomorrow. And that is your WRMK News 12 Sports Report for this Saturday evening. Thank you for watching this Saturday evening edition of WRMK News 12. Have a great rest of your Saturday evening, and I'll see you back here tomorrow for more news coverage. Good night and goodbye.